Welcome to AI News Today, your daily AI news update for June 27th, 2026. Stay tuned for today's top stories in artificial intelligence. And stay tuned till the end for today's AI market roundup. Breaking news. Alphabet Soup, GPT 5.6, Mythos 5, and Jalapeno all dropped this week. Top stories this week. Trump admin releases Anthropic Mythos to 100-plus U.S. companies and agencies. The White House authorized Anthropic's, makers of the Claude AI assistant, latest model, Mythos 5, for over 100 firms and government agencies, including their non-American employees. This marks the first major government-sanctioned deployment of a frontier model at scale, signaling a shift from regulation to active adoption. OpenAI limits GPT 5.6 rollout after government request, says restrictions shouldn't be the norm. OpenAI, the company behind ChatGPT, previewed GPT 5 and 6 Sol, a next-gen model with stronger coding and cybersecurity capabilities, but immediately restricted its deployment at the government's request. OpenAI warned that such access limits keep the best tools from users, developers, enterprises, cyber defenders, and global partners. OpenAI's Jalapeno chip is big tech's spiciest move away from NVIDIA. OpenAI, ChatGPT maker, announced Jalapeno, its custom inference chip designed to reduce dependence on NVIDIA, the dominant AI chip maker. This aligns with a broader trend where everyone from OpenAI to SpaceX is building their own chips, heating up the market beyond NVIDIA. This week's biggest takeaway: government intervention in frontier AI is surging, but companies are pushing back and building their own hardware to gain independence. AI tools of the week. Codex tools, coding. OpenAI launched new Codex tools designed for white-collar work, enabling developers to automate complex coding tasks. New this week, integration with GPT 5.6 Sol for advanced code generation. Freemiums $20 per month. Microsoft Super App, Productivity. Microsoft, maker of Office and Azure, is building a super app that combines coding, chat, and other Copilot AI tools into one unified interface. New this week, exclusive Fortune report confirms development. Free with Microsoft 365 subscription. Google Antigravity 2.0 development. Google, Alphabet's search and cloud division, launched Antigravity 2.0 with an updated desktop app and CLI tool at I/O 2026. New this week, improved command line interface for faster AI model deployment. Free. AWS Quick Desktop Assistant Productivity. Amazon Web Services AWS launched Amazon Quick, a desktop AI assistant that works across applications, tools, and data. New this week, integrates with S3, Bedrock, and third-party apps. Free with AWS account. 44 top AI apps to know in 2026 research. Built-in published a curated list of the 44 most important AI apps for 2026, covering categories from writing to data analysis. New this week, updated list includes GPT 5.6 Sol and Mythos 5. Free. BioNeMo Agent Toolkit Science. NVIDIA, the AI chip giant, launched the BioNeMo Agent Toolkit, a software suite for AI-driven scientific discovery in life sciences. New this week, domain-specific tools for drug discovery and genomics. Free for academic use. This week's standout, OpenAI's Codex tools, because they directly target white-collar automation, a massive market. AI automation and agents this week. Monday.com, AI agents. Monday.com, a project management platform, welcomed AI agents to its platform, marking a shift in how work gets done. New this week, agents can auto-assign tasks, generate status reports, and summarize project timelines. Freemium, $8 per month per seat. Deloitte on agentic AI in banking. Deloitte, a consulting firm, published a report on how banks can supercharge intelligent automation with agentic AI. New this week, case studies show 30% reduction in compliance processing time. Free report. Limited news this week. No major updates from AutoGen, CrewAI, LangChain, or LangGraph. Limited news this week. No major updates from Zapier AI, Make, N8N, or other no-code automation platforms. Limited news this week. No major updates from UiPath or Automation Anywhere in RPA plus AI. This week's automation highlight: Monday.com AI agents, because it brings agentic AI to a mainstream productivity platform. All vendors this week. Azure OpenAI, Microsoft, Azure's parent, is building a super app that combines Copilot AI tools, signaling deeper integration of OpenAI models into enterprise workflows. AWS Bedrock SageMaker Amazon. AWS launched Amazon Quick, a desktop AI assistant, and published guides on PDF extraction from S3 and domain-specific AI for insurance brokerages. Vertex AI, Gemini, Google Cloud. Google Cloud's parent, launched Antigravity 2.0 at I/O 2026 with updated desktop and CLI tools for AI development. Oracle Cloud AI, no major update this week. IBM Watson X, no major update this week. Mistral, Cohere Other, no major update this week. AWS had the biggest week with multiple product launches and detailed blog posts on real-world AI implementations. Global AI Spotlight. This week's global AI news was relatively quiet, with Deloitte's economic overview noting that AI is becoming a key factor in inflation discussions. The Fed is watching closely as oil fades as a concern. The AI and insurance market report forecasts significant growth through 2035, driven by agentic AI adoption in underwriting and claims. No major developments from China, the EU, UK, India, or the Middle East were reported this week. Trend of the week. The dominant trend this week is the escalating tension between government control and corporate autonomy in frontier AI. The Trump administration authorized Anthropic Mythos 5 for over 100 entities, while simultaneously asking OpenAI to restrict GPT 5.6 Sol, creating a two-tier system where some models get a green light and others are capped. At the same time, companies like OpenAI and SpaceX are racing to build their own chips to reduce reliance on NVIDIA, signaling a hardware independence movement. For developers and investors, this means the AI landscape is splitting into government-approved and government-restricted buckets, with custom chips becoming a strategic asset. Expect more companies to follow OpenAI's jalapeno path, and watch for further government mandates that could reshape model availability. AI stocks, winners and losers. ARM's 24% drop likely reflects profit-taking after a strong run and concerns about AI chip competition from custom designs like OpenAI's Jalapeno. Cerebras fell 23.6% as investors worry about the chip startup's ability to compete with NVIDIA's new BioNeMo toolkit and custom chips from hyperscalers. Watch Microsoft next week. It was the best-performing AI stock this week, and the super app announcement could drive further gains if details emerge. Conclusion and key takeaways. This week made one thing clear: the AI industry is caught between government mandates and hardware independence. Whether you're building with GPT 5.6 or Mythos 5, the rules of the game are changing fast. Don't forget, subscribe for your weekly AI briefing every Saturday at 7 a.m. Next week, watch for the full rollout of GPT 5.6 Sol and how enterprises react. What was your biggest AI story this week? Drop it in the comments.